everyone, Fed here, and welcome back to my How to Build series where I show you to build cool stuff inside of Minecraft. And in today's video, I'm showing you guys how to build a working Excalibur, because in my last video on my 10 end rod decorations, a couple of you guys were asking me if I could build a working sword in the stone. Now, the first one will just give you the sword. Nothing spectacular is going to happen. The second one's going to be a secret, because this one is absolutely awesome, and secret kind of has to do with it. And then the third one is going to be the one that explodes. And do I have my TNT turned on? No, I do not. So let me turn on my TNT real quick. I almost made a mistake there. So the first one, once we break it, we're just going to get Excalibur from it. I was a little too lazy, so I actually didn't name these one Excalibur. But you see, just a normal one just gives you Excalibur when you pick up the sword. The second one, now this one is really cool. I'm going to be quiet for this one, guys. If you heard, it is the Legend of Zelda's secret noise when you open up a chest, and then we get Excalibur at the end. That one's absolutely awesome. And then the third one up on the list is going to be the exploding one. So here we go, and boop, and then it explodes. Now, I didn't put a lot of TNT under this one. Of course, the more TNT you have, the bigger the explosion is going to be. But I just wanted to show you that everything is working fine. So we're going to go ahead and get started up on these things, guys. All right, guys. So to get started up on the first one, we are going to need a dispenser. We're going to need some hoppers. We're going to need some redstone repeater, and we're also going to need a redstone comparator. And of course, we're going to need some blocks of choice. So let's go ahead and just take out, I'll just use polished andesite for the entire build. You know what? I'll take out some cobblestone. And we're also going to need a minecart with a hopper and a rail as well. So to get started off, where we want our Excalibur to pop out of the floor, we're going to go ahead and break down one block and place that dispenser facing upwards. Then right behind the dispenser, this is where our sword's going to be going. We're going to dig down 2 blocks, 1, 2, and place a hopper right down there. Then we're going to go ahead and come out of that hopper from the left-hand side, placing a redstone comparator coming out of it. So when I throw an item inside of it, boop, it comes on. That's how the whole thing works. When the armor stand breaks, it will fall into the hopper, turning it on. Then what we're going to do is dig down 2 blocks, 1 away from it. So you know, let me go down here. We're going to dig down 2 blocks right here, and we're going to throw a piece of redstone here. And then we're going to dig down 2 more blocks and place a repeater here. So now when we place in an item, the dispenser should go off. So, and as you heard, the dispenser went off. I'll do it one more time. Perfect. Now what we're going to do is right above this hopper, make sure you take the item out of it. Right above the hopper, we're going to place a block, place a rail, place a minecart with a hopper on top of that rail, break it, let it fall into place. Make sure you take that rail back. We can't have any items inside of here. Next up, we're just going to place a block right next to that minecart with a hopper. Take out a piston and a redstone block so we can power it. So a redstone block, and we're also going to need a piston, and face that piston inwards towards the block. Send power to it, and it'll push the block right inside of that minecart with a hopper. And now we can go ahead and just clean up this area. Perfect. Next up, we're going to go ahead and take out an armor stand. Keep the piston and the redstone block out. So let's go ahead and take out an armor stand, and we're also going to need an end rod. So 1 end rod and 1 armor stand. Place down your armor stand. Make sure to get it as straight as possible. I can't believe I actually just got that. That's actually pretty great. Next up, I'm going to be using cobblestone for my walls. You can use whatever you like for your sword in the stone, but we're going to place cobblestone right above the armor stand. Place a piston facing downwards. Send power to that piston. Place an end rod upside down off the piston, and send power to it once again, and there's our sword in the stone. Next up, we're gonna of course have to make an Excalibur. So if you want to do like I did in the beginning, just take out an anvil, name the sword, put as many enchantments that you want on it. It's Excalibur, it's a holy sword, so I'd say the more enchants the better. But once you're done, just place your sword inside of that dispenser, and then I also like to put a slab right above it as well. So let's go ahead and take out a cobblestone slab and place it right above it. And that's it, guys. You are completely done with the first one. So once you break that armor stand in survival, so let's go to survival. Once you break this armor stand, it will fall into that hopper and give us the sword. So boop, and it will give us the sword. All right, guys, so the second one's going to get a little bit trickier, but it's basically the exact same thing as this. So if you want to skip a little bit ahead, you can, but I'm just going to show how to rebuild the entire thing just in case someone skipped past this one just to get to the secret noise one, because I know a few people are probably going to do that. Just break down a block, place your dispenser facing upwards, dig down 2 blocks, 1, 2, take out your, I'm going to go a little bit faster this time around. Take out your hopper, place your hopper right down here, dig down 2 blocks next to it, and place your redstone comparator coming out of that hopper. Now, before we move on to the redstone over here, we're gonna go ahead and place in our minecart with a hopper. So go ahead and take out your rail, minecart with a hopper, place a block right above it, place your rail, place your minecart with a hopper, break it, let it fall into place. Make sure to take your rail out of the hopper so it doesn't stay activated. Place your block of choice right off of it. This is just gonna hide up that minecart with a hopper. So a block here, break this one, take out your piston and your redstone block, place your piston, and then send power to it. Boop. I'm just going a little bit faster, guys, because it's just the same thing over and over again. And then next up, we're just going to place our armor stand right here. I'm going to try to get a little bit, that's fine, whatever. Trying to go as fast as possible here because it's just the same thing over and over again. We're going to place our cobblestone block right above our armor stand. Place our piston facing downwards into that cobblestone block. Send power to it. Place an end rod right off the top of it. Send power to it. And there is Excalibur right there. Now what we're going to do is just set up the noise that it makes when Zelda goes off. So we're just going to come right over here where this redstone comparator is, and we're going to dig down 2 more blocks right in front of it. Make sure you come down the 3rd block right in front of it. Place a piece of redstone right down here. And now we're going to set up the noise right here. So if you are on a Flatlands world, this isn't going to work for you. So if you are on a Flatlands world, just make sure you stay 1 above it, because you're going to need dirt for this part. You're going to need enough room to dig down 3 for this build for the note blocks themselves, because we're going to need dirt. We're also going to need note blocks, and we're going to need repeaters. So starting right where that piece of redstone is, right in front of this comparator, place a block right in front of it. So now when we throw an item at it, boop, you'll see that it turns on the redstone right down there. Perfect. And we're going to set up our note blocks first. So we're going to need 8 note blocks. So starting right next to that redstone, break the block and place a dirt, then count 1 away from it and place in another dirt. So go 1 away and place another dirt in, and do that 2 more times. So come 1 away and place another piece of dirt in, come 1 away and place another piece of dirt in, boom. And now we're going to dig out a 3x7 spacing. No, 3 by, yeah, I think it's 7. I think it's 7. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yes, 7. So right underneath the dispenser is where the last one's going to be going. So we have 4 dirt blocks coming this way, and place 4 more dirt blocks right here. Then off of every dirt block, we're going to place in a note block. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then starting from where the comparator is, we're going to take out our repeaters and place repeaters in between every note block on 2 ticks delay. So place down a repeater and tick it 1, so that's 2 ticks, and do that on every single one of them. Every single one should be 2 ticks all the way around the entire loop. So now if I throw an item at it, it'll go do 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 do. See, perfect. That's what we want. So now we're going to set it up so it actually makes the noise. So the first one's going to be 13. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Next one's going to be 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Next one's going to be 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Next one's going to be 3. 1, 2, 3. Next one's 2. 1, 2. Next up is 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Next up is 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And then the last but not least is going to be 18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So now when we throw our item in it, perfect. That's exactly what we want. That's the exact tune. Now we want to have it set up so it actually shoots Excalibur out. So off of this note block right here, we're going to come to the right-hand side of it. And then off of the note block itself, we're going to take out a redstone torch and go into sneak mode. So take out a redstone torch, go into sneak and or crouch mode, and place in your redstone torch off the side of it. Then we're going to place a block right above the redstone torch, and then another redstone torch right above that. And then inside this dispenser is where we're going to be placing in Excalibur. So go ahead and place your Excalibur in. And now what we have to do is just clean up the air. Make sure you do not place a block right above the note blocks, or they will not make their sounds. That's the reason why we have to dig down 3 and go all around this area. And now what we have to do is just hide up our dispenser and this block right here. So let's go ahead and just take out a cobblestone slab, place one here, place one here, and now it should make the sound. So let's go ahead and do it on survival. So here we are back on survival. So we're going to come up to the sword, break it, and it should go do 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 do. And we get Excalibur. All right, guys, so I came back to the first one for this one because I'm just going to be building the exact same thing over and over and over again. I don't want to make the video way too longer than it really needs to be. So I came back to the first one. If you have not seen the first one, just go back to it if you want to build the exploding one. But it's very simple. We're just going to add in a dispenser. We're going to add in a fire charge and some minecart with TNT as well for this one. So pretty much once you have built the entire thing and you have your Excalibur inside of this dispenser, we're going to come down here. Oh, why is that on right now? Hold on, let me go figure out why this is on. So is there an item in here still? Oh yeah, that's right. I used it before. So just make sure there's no items in it, obviously. And what we're gonna do is dig out the block underneath the dispenser that has Excalibur in it. So we're gonna dig out this block, and then we're gonna replace it with another dispenser facing away from it. Next up, we wanna place 3 rails in front of this dispenser. So one here, here, and here as well. Next up, break these 2 rails, 1, 2, place in blocks, and then go ahead and place in a minecart with TNT right off this block. And then go ahead and go right to the corner and break the rail right off the corner like that. And now we're going to go inside this dispenser, place in a fire charge, and that is it. You are completely done. Now, if you wanted to explode a lot more, all you have to do is just add more minecarts with TNT. So let's go ahead and just dig down 2 here. Maybe we'll add a minecart with TNT here. Let's go ahead and dig down 2 over here as well. Add a minecart with TNT right over here. And that should be good. I think 3 is, you know what, let's go ahead and add in. I'm going to make this thing explode so much more than it needs to. I'm going to place another one here, and now all we have to do is just clean up the area. So let's go ahead and take out our andesite blocks once again, or whatever you're using. Hopefully you're doing this like in the middle of the woods or something like that. That would look a lot cooler, but basically that's the entire build. So now if we go ahead and switch it to survival, and I break the sword, it will now explode when I get it. So boom, and boom, it explodes, but I still get Excalibur. Like I said, the more TNT, the bigger the explosion. But there you guys have it. There's all 3 swords in the stone. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. Stay tuned with my newest videos. All right, guys, peace.